Peace and love, everybody. Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to another episode of Do Knowledge Radio, place where knowledge is born. This is your host, Knowledge Wanda Haynes. We got back by special request and back by popular demand in the building. Got the goddess on deck. We got the god on deck. And this is about to be a serious, introspective, upgrading session. You understand what I'm saying? So if you ain't think you was going to be upgraded or you ain't looking to be upgraded and put in that position, to set up your future generations, this is not the place for you to be. Okay? Because you're going to get it whether it hurt, whether it's uncomfortable, whether it's uncut, but it's the truth nonetheless. And only a fool duck the truth when it's thrown at him. So it becomes my honor and privilege at this time to introduce some to others and welcome back to the platform, the Goddess Wanda and the God Marcus Bay in the building. Peace and love to the family. How y'all feeling?
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for that grand introduction. We're doing great. We're doing great. In the midst of everything that's going on, we pushing on through and just elevating at this time of this so-called quarantine. And so I know that I've been on here. I've been on here with the goddess Asha Ray on Sunday, with her golden opportunities, and that's kind of where it started for me. And I love this. But I would like to introduce my king on this segment, Marcus Slate Bay, better known as MSB. He's a wise man with lots of knowledge to bring. He is in wealth building. He's a wealth builder, and he goes hard with it. He studies to show himself approved so he can bring the knowledge to us all to show us the way on how to take advantage of this great wealth transfer that's about to happen. So I'd like to introduce my king, Marcus Slate Bay.
What's going on, family? How y'all feeling? I appreciate that grand introduction, beloved. Love. King Knowledge Born, Allah. What's going on, family? I appreciate you for having me on as well. It's brothers like you that keep this information fluid and moving and, being powerful like water. You understand me? So, but yeah, I'm just here to chop it up, what I'm saying? Give my input, put in a little information. But before I do that, I just did a live yesterday, and I think it's important that we start, what I'm saying? At least, for me, I wanted to, share the definition of acquiescence. It's a powerful word. It's a powerful word that I just learned over the past 48 hours. So it's like I'm like a kid with a new toy, what I'm saying? I got to throw it around and bounce it off the wall, and so acquiescence, the definition of acquiescence is in law. Acquiescence occurs when a person knowingly stands by without raising any objection to the infringement of his or her rights, while someone else unknowingly and without malice or forethought acts in a manner inconsistent with their rights. As a result of acquiescence, the person whose rights are infringed may lose the ability to make a legal claim against the infringer, or may be unable to obtain an injunction against continued infringement. The doctrine infers a form of permission that results from silence or passiveness over an extended period of time. That's what acquiescence is. And if we pay attention, health is wealth, but through the acquiescence, farmers, we haven't been able to grow our food in our backyard through acquiescence. Mm-hmm. They said you can't do this, and we just said okay. You know what I'm saying? Or they created a statute, which is not a law. They created a code, which is not a law. And, some homeowners association told you what you could do in your backyard, and you just conceded, you know what I'm saying? And then since they saw you was conceding, they made laws, and they infringed upon your right to just be able to grow food. You know what I'm saying? Just your right to travel through acquiescence. You know what I'm saying? They've made everybody commercial drivers through a driver's license, through acquiescence. So now your God-given ability to travel, you know what I'm saying? You have to pay for that now. And you shouldn't have to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? Through acquiescence, you know what I'm saying? They stole our resources, conquered the land, you know, and disenfranchised the original people of the land, you know what I'm saying? And took the gold and the silver and gave you paper through acquiescence. Through acquiescence, we lost our history and knowledge of self through acquiescence. You know what I'm saying? That's really real. So it's time that we share information, that we unite with one another, because our power is in our unity. And there's some new things that's coming down the pipeline that we can stop right now, instead of continue to give up acquiescence of power, instead of continuing to be silent, instead of continuing to just cower down and just say, okay, you know, we don't have to continue to give up acquiescence, and we can stop some of these things that's going on right now that's going to have a direct impact on our lives today and our children's lives tomorrow. Okay, so go ahead, beloved.
Okay,
Miss Wanda.
all right. What I wanted to touch on, because I really want to get back to the acquiescence point of view, and allow Marcus to expound on that. I really wanted to get some of these health things out of the way, and then we can go into some other points of view. And acquiescence is a huge part of this as well, because of COVID-19, another strand of the coronavirus, which has been around since the 1960s or something. You said, babe?
Yeah, coronavirus.
Yeah. Okay, so I kind of wanted to touch on things, because people are out here weary, anxious, fearful, unhealthy, mental state is messed up, immune system is jacked, and the things that we need to do to get ourselves in line, mind, body, and spirit, I have a solution. Okay? First, get your mind right. People, get your mind right. Get your mind right. Get that crown right. You know what I'm saying? That pineal gland, your crown chakra, however you want to go about it. You know what I'm saying? Your prayer life or whatever. Get your mind right. Focus on what's good, what's true, what's joyful. Focus on love. Create a sanctuary for yourself. Breathe. Breathe and exercise. We talked about that on last week. Meditation, that's important. Getting that crowded stuff that you're seeing on social media that's crowding your brain, all of that stuff, you need to release all of that, because most of what you see on social media is lies. Most of what you see on CNN is lies, and people are coming forth spreading the knowledge by saying these people have lied. These people have lied. This did not happen to my family member, such and such and such. We are just panicking. My mom don't want my grandbaby over her house. She's scared because of the coronavirus and, all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, wow. And I understand that spectrum from the young folks' perspective, because, they're older. They're over 65, and, they've had some health issues, but they generally really take very good care of themselves as a result of whatever diagnosis they had in the past. They've gotten with some good healthcare providers, not just doctors, but healthcare providers that work towards building their health. So I just want to say, clear your weary heads and understand that you're going to have to get your mind right. You know what I mean? And it's not hard to do. You focus on what's good. You focus on what's prosperous in your head. You can't sit here and just continue to worry and stress yourself about something outside of you that you have no control over. You have control over what you are absorbing on the inside. You don't have no control over the government and what they're doing and the lies they telling. You don't have any control over, whether they got the coronavirus and the things that they're sticking up your nose to test you. You don't have no control over that. You have control over what you think and how you run your household and yourself. So breathing exercises, meditation, get started with those things. They have guided meditations on YouTube, breathing exercises, those things that we can all do. Some other things, but I'm not going to really touch on that. Some of y'all can inbox me. I can tell y'all some other things. But anyway, Diet. Diet is important. What we are consuming in our bodies. If you're consuming trash, how do you expect to guard yourself against a virus? You can't. You won't be able to. You have your immune system is compromised by your lifestyle. You know, you're not walking, getting enough exercise. You're not eating right. You eating out all the time. You eating a lot of fast food. You eating a lot of processed food. You're not cooking from scratch. You know, some people ain't seen a cutting board, and I don't know when. You know what I'm saying? Get you a cutting board. Chop you up some vegetables, some onions, some garlic, some broccoli, some bell peppers, some onions. You know what I mean? Spinach, you know, green leafy vegetable. Those things are high in vitamin C. Dark green leafy vegetables, high in vitamin C. Okay? Those are the things that you need to combat a virus. So viruses are constantly around us every day. The flu, the coronavirus, which is the common cold, the new coronavirus, which is COVID-19, and all this new mutating stuff that we can protect ourselves against this. This is not something that we have to be so worked up about if we would do better by our own selves. And if you feel, listen here, people, if you feel a little tickle in your throat, get you some baking soda and warm water and gargle. Gargle every hour. If you don't have a tickle in your throat, still gargle a couple times a day. You all know what's going on. You get what I'm saying? So it's preventive measures that you can use. And if you just so your body just happens to get invaded with the symptoms of the virus, then there's some things that you have to straightway be proactive with. So some of the things we should be eating. Okay, vitamin C is a good source. Vitamin C is used when our body is stressed to ward off those things. So some of the things that we can do, we can eat are green leafy vegetables, high in vitamin C. Dark green leafy vegetables, citrus fruit, lemon, oranges, lime. I squeeze lime in my water at least once or twice a day. I do that for myself. You know, bell peppers are high in vitamin C as well. So a lot of the times we're looking to supplements. We can take supplements as well, but get it in the food that you eat. Okay, so sauerkraut is also a good source of vitamin C. It's high in vitamin C. It's a fermented, any fermented food, sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha tea. Those are high in vitamin C, as well as those three things I named are high in probiotics. So that's good for your intestine. And the seat of your immune system is in your intestines. So we have to be mindful of what we're putting in our body, how our food is digested, and all of those things. People, this stuff is so simple. And a lot of the cheapest food that's out there a lot of times, besides, you know, the $25, 25-cent pack of noodles, are the vegetables. You go to a farmer's market and get so many vegetables. I think we got a pineapple for $1.49. My king just cut it up today. You know what I mean? Those are the type of things, you know, we can be doing these things for ourselves, eating this thing. And these things are good to you and for you. Make yourself a good green salad. Fix you a pot of spinach or a pot of kale or whatever. Make you a kale salad. Add some stuff to it. You know what I'm saying? Eggs has good fats. You can add eggs and whatever you like, you know. But it's just some simple things that we can do to combat what it is that we're dealing with our body. So vitamin C, and I've given you great sources of vitamin C. You can also take liquid vitamin C or in the pills, you know, however you can get it, because I think a lot of stores are out of stock because of what's going on right now. So you can supplement that with your food, but also eat the food. Eat the food that has the nutrients that you need for your body. Eat those foods. Let's see what else I took a few notes on. Oh, probiotics is vital for your immune system, because your intestine is the seat of your immune system. So like I said, the kimchi, sauerkraut, about 3 tablespoons of that a day. Kombucha tea is good probiotics. So it kills the bad bacteria. It's good bacteria that kills the bad bacteria. Another thing is prebiotics, which is like an asparagus, bananas, garlic, and onion. That's the fiber of it. So those things are help your digestive tract, and it kills the bad bacteria. so that your immune system can be strong and your absorption rate of those vitamins and nutrients that I said that you should be eating, it'll absorb better. Okay, pretty simple stuff. Vitamin D, because we know the coronavirus attacks the lungs, but nothing else. It attacks the lungs. So vitamin D helps with the lungs, and it's good for asthma as well. Emulsified vitamin D3 is easy to absorb, but if you can't find that, best thing to do is when you take it with some fats, good fats, eggs, avocado, coconut oil, so it can absorb.
Or just tell them to go stand in the sun. Go.
It's not always sun, but sun is good. He's right about this. Go stand in the sun because that's a good source of vitamin D. Okay, so the sun, emulsified vitamin D3 because it's easy to absorb. The absorption rate is good because vitamin D doesn't absorb well. So if you can't find emulsified vitamin D, find another source what will help it absorb is good fat, avocado, coconut oil, eggs. That helps it absorb. Green tea extract, it increases your circulation. It's a great antioxidant as well. So those are some of the things we should be taking on in our bodies on a regular basis. Also, guys, I need to go get it. I might get it when Marcus starts talking, and I'll piggyback on it. A good nasal rinse. If you have a neti pot, you're a winner. You know what's up. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you can use a little baking soda with that, some distilled water, and some good essential oils such as eucalyptus, peppermint, thymol, things like that. And that helps clear your nasal tract up here where those viruses can just land and sit there before it goes down into your body. So that's a way to do that and clear out your sinus cavities and all those good things. These are things that we can do for ourselves. And thank you, Cheesecake. Dark berries are full of antioxidants, vitamin C. As well. Another thing, I want to touch on this, and I think we're going to close out and get into some other things and let Mr. Bay talk. Electrolytes and minerals, which is in Himalayan salt. I keep Himalayan salt. I put it in everything I cook. The pink salt, full of electrolytes, full of minerals, and it hydrates your body. Okay, so these are some of the things that we can do. We can breathe, get our mental state together, our spiritual life. We can meditate and pray, or whatever you do. You tap into your higher power, your ancestors, however you do it. You know what I mean? These are some of the things that we can do to ward off this crazy propaganda that's happening around us, that's making us feel like we shouldn't go outside and everybody, you so-and-so, my uncle got sick, got the coronavirus, y'all niggas need to stay in the house. You know, that kind of stuff, like blaming everybody else because your uncle's sick. Like some kind of way your uncle got out there and you know what I'm saying? Maybe he ain't all innocent. Maybe he should have been staying in the house. You know what I'm saying? If his immune system is compromised, you get what I'm saying? So we gotta stop blaming each other. And this agenda is way, way, way bigger than the coronavirus, COVID-19. This agenda is way bigger, but in the process of that, we are learning that we need to take better care of ourselves. We need to take better care of our health. This should be a wake-up call for us. This should be a wake-up call for us. To eat better, to get our minds right, to elevate on a spiritual level. This is a wake-up call for us in this time, guys. So with that being said, I'm going to talk about exercising. Just, walking if that's all you could do. You know what I mean? Me and my king, we've been walking. I'm like, let's get out here, let's walk, even though the pollen did turn me up. But we get out and walk about a mile and a half or whatever, come back in. You know what I'm saying? And it's good for you. It's good for your heart. You know what I mean? And we all need it. So, keep moving, get your circulation going. We need that. It was something else I was going to say. I think that's pretty much it. Vitamin C. Now I told you how to get those sources. Vitamin D, green tea, minerals and Himalayan salt, rinsing your nose, and astragalus, elderberry, those things help to build immunity. Oh, also colloidal silver, grapefruit seed extract. Those things, if you want to go on a supplemental level to supplement what you're already eating, grapefruit seed extract is a natural antiviral antibiotic. Okay, and so is colloidal silver. Yeah, cheesecake. Need to get business started. Community young. Yes. So this is right here. This is a love thing, you know, and knowledge born Allah, he radiates love. He wants to, he will allow us to come and share this information because he know that we're righteous people, and we're here, kindred spirits, we're here to help, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, to get rid of all the craziness that's going on, to diffuse the hysteria that's going on within ourselves. Leave that outside of you. That does not belong within your being. Leave that outside of yourself. Grasp onto some peace and eat some good food and drink plenty of water. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. That is very vital when taking care of your health, building immunity, digesting, your blood flowing properly, all of those things. So hydrate, eat right, you know what I'm saying? Not saying you can't have some fun and have your wine and all that, but you know, balance is key here, guys. You can't like be all on this one side eating, you know, potato chips and candy bars and drinking alcohol and barely drinking water, and then you want to pop a couple of vitamin C's. No, 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 no. Eat home cooked meals. That's what, listen, we are at home now. It's pages on Facebook. They got like cooking page where people showing their dishes and sharing their recipes and stuff like that. That's group stuff that you can do if you're not a good cook. It's recipes out here for you, all on Google. You know what I'm saying? It's healthy food. It's look, how to eat to live. You can find it on Google. You know what I mean? And what I just shared with you, you can do that easy. You know, make you a stir fry, chop you up some bell peppers, high in vitamin C, onions, garlic, good prebiotics. You get what I'm saying? Get you some spinach or some kale or some cabbage. You know what I mean? And go to town with that. Use some coconut oil. That's good fat. You get what I'm saying? Use that coconut oil, saute your stuff, and you know, get you some liquid aminos. Instead of soy sauce, you can use liquid aminos, good protein. Like, it's so much stuff you can do for yourself, and add that to your vegetables. Make you a stir fry, get you some brown rice. You know, you can add you some shrimp, chicken, whatever you want to it. You know, it's time for us to start taking matters into our own hands, because you ain't going to catch me nowhere near a hospital, period. You're not catching me. Look, they can't do nothing for you, no way. They can't. They people are leaving in body bags out that joint. You hear me? They leaving in body bags. They like injecting people against their will. Okay? Y'all got to wake up. This is bigger than the coronavirus. This is, look, anything that's bad, there's something good out of it. We have time to sit here and take our time, relax our minds, get to know ourselves better, eat better, and that's a more righteous life anyway, cooking your own foods. So hey, listen, I go to the market, I can find food. I don't know. I hear a lot about what foods to eat, but I seldom hear on how to properly store these foods, especially in emergency. You can can your food. You can can your own food. It's so, look, I don't have all the answers for you on here, but you know what? It's a lot of DIY stuff, do it yourself information that you can do. You can also, there are a lot of ways you can grow your own foods. Buy some vegetables that you can go on the market and buy now. You can get snippets off of that and grow your own produce if that's what you choose to do. So it's a lot to do, and you know, if you have the results of supplements, start getting those things now. So if you feel like it's gonna be a blackout and you ain't gonna have no food or whatever, look, sauerkraut is fermented. You get what I'm saying? There's just so many things that you can do. So it's really no excuse. We just have to adapt, improvise, and overcome at this point. So it's so many things out there, so much information to help you grow your own vegetables, can your own vegetables, and all those things. You have to, we're in a situation now, we have to adapt, improvise, and overcome. We have to do it. Ain't no excuses. You know what I'm saying? We ain't looking for no excuses here. We're looking for solutions only, because I'm a solution-driven individual. What's the solution? It's always a solution, no matter what situation you're in. You can do it for yourself. You can take better care of yourself if you ain't got a refrigerator. It's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Look, our ancestors did it. They did that.
Hold on, beloved, baby. Give me 1 second. Let me interject. So for the sister that just made that comment, a lot of information, not everybody can just sit down and read a book and learn how to do some certain things. Some people are more vocational. Some people need to see more. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them vocational type of people. I need to be able to see, and be able to put two and two together and understand what it is. So I recommend platforms such as YouTube, and just Google it. Just switch up your information diet, and you'll find pretty much whatever you're looking for. I actually fixed the car remotely. For one of my business partners, she called me from in Wisconsin and was like, "Hey, my car is messing up and it's not doing this." And I went and searched it on YouTube, and I found out it was for the fellas out there, y'all might know what I'm talking about. The security lock, every so often the car won't start. It'll be like some type of security lock on the engine or whatever. And you might have to roll down the windows, pop the trunk, unlock and lock the door handles, a couple of times. It's a system, and then your car start. I was able to do that for her. I looked up her car and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, just switch up your information diet. And this information ain't gonna come to you all the time, just because you decide to support, somebody page, or you just looking down Facebook, you just playing on Facebook, or just whatever you're doing. Just we got to switch up our information diet now, and that's just what it's gonna come to. We got to be more proactive now. A lot of these things been. Go ahead.
Yes, I was saying yes.
A lot of these things have been in us anyway. We've been moved and knowing that we've been knowing that this time was coming. We just didn't know it was gonna come like this. A lot of people for years, I'm 39, so I'm gonna tell my age, I'm 39. And for years I've been saying, and I've been hearing, this is modern day slavery. This is modern day slavery. But I never took the time out to figure out why was I feeling that way, why, or what was the solution, rather than just saying this is modern day slavery and having the fire and desire in me to want to get up out of it, but just not knowing how. Because of what's been happening, and I felt the heat sooner than most, or a lot of other people, I started preparing. I shouldn't say most, because I don't know how many people out there prepared, but I know a lot of people not prepared. But when I started preparing, there were those before me that had already been preparing since 79. You understand what I'm saying? Ron Paul been telling us since the 70s, better get you some gold. They most people don't even remember him. He ran for president. I think it was him, Ross Perot, and I think he was in the presidential running with Bush, and who else was it? What was the vice president for Bill Clinton? Whoever that guy was. Al Gore. I think he was in that presidential, running with Bush and all of them, after Clinton, and maybe it was the second term, Clinton's second term that he ran for president, or maybe it was a little bit after that. But whatever the case, man, it's people out here like Robert T. Kiyosaki that's been telling us what time it was. You know what I'm saying? There's people out here like Jim Rickards. You got to do your research on who these people are. You know what I'm saying? And even in our community, your grandmother probably done told you, baby, you need to learn how to grow your own food. You know what I'm saying? Or granddaddy probably told your son or your husband, son, you need to learn how to hunt and fish. You know what I'm saying? So it's things we've been knowing that these are things that we needed to do. We just never took the time out because being a modern day slave, you don't have the time to go to work, take care of your household, pay your bills, go outside and go get the necessities that you need to maintain on a weekly basis. And then who wants to really spend that time learning something? I mean, some people do want to learn, but you really don't have the time when you're trying to rob Peter to pay Paul.
Right.
So
if I could add real quick for this particular platform, every Wednesday we do a Black Survival show. We've done that show for like the last 5 or 6 years. Every Wednesday. So that question, I'll get with our Black Survival specialist and ask him that question, so he can do a whole class on it. You see what I'm saying? So. These are the different modalities. We went on bugging in versus bugging out, how to do it, the psychology that goes along with it, and everything. So we do that very extensively. So since you can check out the archives, you can go back and listen to some of these shows, because now that we have this opportunity to actually do some of these things, you can get into trying to implement some of these things. You see what I'm saying? You can see how long you can have something without a refrigerator, without electricity, some of these alternate things that are there, and some of these Black prepper groups and things like that. So we implemented that, a couple of years ago, and kind of, put these things into, function and motion in regards to, what that priority was. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So now you got to do what you got to do. Just like you have to prepare your body, prepare your mind, prepare your spirit, and prepare a legacy. This is a part of the legacy that we should be sharing with our children.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
yes.
I just wanted to add that in real quick.
Yeah. No shade shown at 313 Sada Baby. It's just not you. It's just a question, and I know that some people feel that way. Like, what we gonna do? Look, it's a bunch of solutions. Like MSB said, you can get on YouTube and do what we got to do, because we're in a situation where we just don't know. Kids ain't graduating from high school this year. You get what I'm saying? They shut down the schools in Missouri, all of them. Like first it was like we go back April 20th, or now it's like y'all ain't coming back this year. And these parents have paid their money for graduation robes and all these fees and things like that. And these children are devastated. They have worked hard from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade. This is something, it doesn't seem fair. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, by them doing all these types of things, you don't know what's down in the pipeline, what they got in store for us over the next couple of days, couple of hours, couple of weeks. You know what I mean? So it's about preparation at this point, and about, being good to ourselves. So, if you can order some supplements, because you might have to supplement, with whatever food that you would have, you know what I'm saying, or whatever herbs you have. I have herbs and things like that. I would like to get some more supplements, this week, you know what I mean, just to have them, because I cook every day, but I don't know what's going to happen with the food supply and things like that. It's already slim pickings when you go in the store. So I went to a farmer's market. I was able to get more produce than I was when I went to a regular grocery store. You get what I'm saying? So it's just, we have to adapt, improvise, and overcome. We gotta uplift ourselves, our minds, and our spirits, and everything will be well with us. So build your immune system, guys. It's not rocket science. It's not that difficult. You know what I mean? You kind of got to get out of the mode of eating junk food. You know what I mean? And I don't, at this point, I ain't eating out. You know what I mean? I haven't, since we've been on this lockdown. You know what I mean? Some people order food and what's that, Grubhub and all that stuff, Uber Eats. I'd rather cook, because I just, I've seen some horrible things. People drinking out of juice bottles and things like that. It's like people get crazy when these things start happening. You know what I mean? So you got to kind of guard yourself against that. And it's best not to eat the junk food anyway. And if you just want to do it, eat a pizza or eat some fried chicken from a restaurant, you do that in moderation. You know what I mean? But Be good to your bodies. Be good to your bodies at all costs, and balance. Balance is the key. So with that being said, I wanted to tap into. I wanted Marcus to expound on some things that has been toiling within him with what's going on right now. Followed by, or however he wants to do it, because it's just gonna flow with him anyway. So he can expound on some of the things that he's been looking into, and what's been coming to him. So, all right, baby, you can go ahead.
Okay, so I appreciate that. So real quick, I know it's other people that's on the line as well. And what's the sister name? 313 Sadie baby. Sada baby. Sada baby.
Sada baby.
Sada baby. I like that. No, sis, look, I heard you. That's why I said what I said. So I totally understood where you was coming from. You know what I'm saying? We real passionate about this information that we giving out, and we're not, a lot of motivational speakers and a lot of people who speak, they train to speak. We just regular people, trying to push this information out the best way we can and the best way we know how. So no offense was taken, and hopefully none was given, you know what I'm saying, on your end or nothing like that, so we definitely hear you. But as far as the information that I have, like, I've been dealing with this word for the past 48 hours, and it's real powerful. And I need people that just hopped on, or just tuning in. The word is acquiescence, and I got it from this guy named David Icke that y'all should really take a look at, and you Google him or YouTube him, or get some information from him. But he did this powerful interview that was done on London Real TV. London Real TV, for those that don't know, is kind of like a blog spot, a news alternative news media station, that's been putting out some great, valuable content, and they pretty diversified with the people that they've been doing interviews with. David Icke was one of these people, right? Influential guy. David Icke has written over 21 books. He talks about all kinds of conspiracy theories. Now, I know for those people that mean like, oh, conspiracy theory. But listen, conspiracy theories are no longer theories when they've been proven to be fact. And most conspiracy theories are being proven to be factual and actual. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to, turn a blind eye, to things that's been coming to us that we've been knowing about and just had a hard time believing. But anyway, London Real TV is where you want to go. You'll have to put in your email, and you'll be able to see the interview. It's about 2.5 hour video. Now, for me, I really enjoyed it. But one of the words that he spoke on, that he gave me, it was like a gift, was the word acquiescence. And acquiescence, as defined by Google, it says, in law, acquiescence occurs when a person knowingly stands by without raising any objection to the infringement of his or her rights, while someone else unknowingly and without malice acts in a manner inconsistent with their rights. As a result of acquiescence, the person whose rights are infringed may lose the ability to make a legal claim against the infringer, or may be unable to obtain an injunction against infringement. The doctrine infers a form of permission that results from silence or passiveness over an extended period of time. Now, for those that don't know, this coronavirus has a lot of people in fear. And I'm not here to tell you that the coronavirus is not real. It's very real. It's been documented since 1960. It's been categorized, with hundreds of other sicknesses and illness. It's a part of a family, just like the banana has a family, herbivores has a family, carnivores has a family, coronavirus has a family. And within that family, there's sicknesses, and there's hundreds of them. But just to name a few, you have MERS, you have SARS, you have the flu, you have pneumonia, you have the common cold. That's the coronavirus. And you can look that up. The World Health Organization will tell you this. The CDC will tell you this.
You muted.
The only thing that you would say different is that he has a cold versus saying he has the coronavirus. And this is what we need to understand about this. So through acquiescence, there are laws being made because you are not enlightened on what the coronavirus is. And they're going to be trying to give you a vaccination for something that we haven't needed a vaccination for over the past 60 years.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. Since when did they start giving out vaccinations for colds? And you know what I'm saying? For just the common cold. That's the coronavirus. So what's been happening is when people have been passing as of late, and I understand a lot of us, I can have the coronavirus right now. I can have, because we understand that when you catch a cold, you don't recognize that you have a cold till you start having the cold symptoms. And when you having the cold symptoms, it's passing through your body. By that time, once you start getting a runny nose and the mucus and the sneezing and the coughing, you know what I'm saying, and the itchy throat and all of that stuff, your body is fighting it. It's passing. It done already been in your body. It's leaving at this point. Your body is rejecting it at that point. Yeah, it's contagious. Nah, do we want this coronavirus? Nah, but do you want the cold? Do you want the flu? Do you prefer pneumonia? Do you prefer MERS or SARS? Because those names you're familiar with? No, absolutely not. But to be in fear is to actually, lower your immune system. Being in fear lowers your immune system, and to not be in a panic mode and to be thrown off your equilibrium and your footing and not be able to make a sound decision because, you haven't been to work in 2 to 3 weeks, or you just lost your job, or you just lost a lot of value out of your 401k and you don't have anything to pull from. Yeah, that definitely will lower your immune system, especially when you don't know where you're going to get your next meal from or how you're going to provide for your children. It's definitely understandable, but let's just put this thing into terms real quick and understand that we have power in our unity. And if more of us stand up and unite and say, well, this is what it is for us and we know what this is. So what's your reasoning for locking us down when millions of people on an annual basis die from the flu? Literally. Do you know how many people die from diarrhea annually? Just diarrhea alone. Mm. What about starvation? Let's make that a pandemic too. I mean, that's 12 million people around the world globally dying from starvation. But you have numbers that's a drop in the bucket. And I'm not saying that these people's lives is not valuable, but when I have a different level of understanding of what's happening, because I actually have people that work in the medical field, and then I've been getting information from other people in the medical field, and some of these people information is not lining up. Like my people, who actually work in the medical field, they indoctrinated. I know they indoctrinated because I asked them, where you get your information from? Oh, I got it from the CDC. He in panic mode, and he's a physician. He's a doctor. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get information from him, and he like, oh yeah, the coronavirus. And I'm like, hold on. Ain't that like a cold or a flu? Oh yeah, but he's been given doses of this sensationalizing of this disease or this illness, I should say, you know, it's been sensationalized. He's in a state of fear. Like he read it, but it's not registering to him that it's something that's not uncommon. Mm-hmm. It's something that's been around. And he has the PhD and the doctorates. And he trying to tell me to be in fear. And I tell her I can't do that. But I'm getting information from other doctors who's sharing the information, who's saying, hey, don't fall for the okie doke. Just wash your hands and cover your mouth when you cough. These are things you should have been doing anyway. Right. But through acquiescence, we're going to sit at home, you know, social distancing, you know, and while we're complying with that, they're making laws and regulations to mandate it now. See, it's not enough that we just trying to be okay and, you know, support and help the elderly who we know whose immune systems are not all the way right, or for those people who may have lung issues and for those people who have pre-existing health issues. It's not enough that I do my bid and participate in being a good person and trying to keep self-contained so that I don't injure anybody else. But now through acquiescence, these governments are mandating and creating laws to keep you in the house.
Mm-hmm. 1 second. Tiffany Martinez, thank you. Of course, you can share. Please share. Please share. Everybody share. Thank you.
And it's really messed up, man, because it's gonna come a time where they're gonna push and push and push till they can't push no more. And innocent, brave people are gonna get hurt. Because you gotta understand, this is a system. It's a system. And it's a handful of people that one bust a grape in the fruit fight that control the whole world. These people are so coward. They are so, man, they have no power about themselves. Their power is in their money. Their power is right here. They know some things. They know how to control people, and they stole the wealth and control the resources. And now, you know, you got people who trying to get in where they fit in. And so they're going to be good policemen, good peace officers, right? Deserving, honorable men and women in the uniform that's going to uphold this foolishness while they put up 5G in our neighborhoods. Listen, you shouldn't be leaving like, am I right, sweetie? We got a curfew here in Georgia now, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 6 o'clock p.m. unless, you know, you got to go get medicine or you're essential. Yeah, it's supposed to be like 6 p.m.
Okay, now check this out. So 6 p.m., that's my curfew time. It's currently 8:09 Eastern time. I want to go out and go patrol my neighborhood and make sure ain't no clown putting up a 5G tower, right? But now I have to worry about, you know, the police being called on me. If I kick up enough dust, you know, the police gonna ask me, hey, it's after curfew anyway, brother. What you doing out here? You're not even supposed to be out here. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So I cannot protect my neighborhood because I know what this 5G is. And listen, not enough of us are protesting this 5G. They know that we don't want it. They know it's enough dust being kicked up right now, but they trying to put this up worldwide fast as hell. And most people need to know that 5G has been used in the past as military, like a military weapon. It's been weaponized. It's not just so you can have faster internet. Listen, if faster internet is going to give me the feeling of flu-like symptoms and to be exploding the cells in my body and frying me, no, I don't want faster internet. Y'all can keep that. Or how about they put that around their houses and around their children's private schools? No, but through acquiescence, what are we going to do? So it needs to be more than just myself. I need more warriors. I need some people who know how to do some grassroots meetings. You know what I'm saying? We need to find a person who could speak well enough to go to Congress and say, hey, even if we just get on Facebook and say, I'm publishing this for the record, I am not with 5G. I do not want that near my home. I'm petitioning for my children's school because my child is not of the age to be able to speak for him or herself. I don't want this. Like, we have to start, doing something about it and on. You know what I'm saying? So that way, it's really messed up. It's just a sad situation. You got something to say, baby?
Yeah, as far as 5G, I just wanted to kind of help some people with those rays, some things that you could do. Tiffany Martinez, she actually has some stones that she sells to fight against those, the 5G rays. One of the things that you can ingest is spirulina. It doesn't taste good. I typically will put it in smoothies. I'll put it in my green smoothies. I will used to have to sneak it in my kids' smoothies. I just, with the spinach and all of that and whatever fruit. So that's one of the things that I wanted to share. Spirulina. Get some of that in your body. And also, different stones, shungite, hematite. It's a few others. So if I remember at the end, I'll give you that information.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, like, we have a lot of issues socially. Like, as a disenfranchised people, there are groups of people, and I'm not just talking about for one disenfranchised group. I'm just really talking about humanity itself has been disenfranchised, really, because you got a 1% that own 90% of the world's wealth and land. This is a time where you can fight back, and little do you know, like, we about solutions over here. So if you can't get the nutrition that you need at the grocery stores, you can learn how to farm. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get the information in school, to learn this or learn that, or you don't know where to go get it from, you know what I'm saying? You can create a network, you know what I'm saying, and reach out and start, diversifying your friendships, you know what I'm saying? The quality of people that you have in your life, you can start switching that up. You know what I'm saying? And get some new friends around you, and if you don't have enough money and you're looking for a way to make more money, you're going to have to be part of a system where you can leverage. Like, I understand that you can't even go to war without real money. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things I'm putting out there, I'm just trying to raise awareness and plant seeds. But I'm a part of a community who's wealthy by nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, we goal savers, we into cryptocurrency, we diversifying, our income options. You know what I'm saying? We're being the light bearers of truth for our community and the nation. You know what I'm saying? The people that wanna make it to see the other side, because what's coming, family, most people not ready for. And it's gonna get way worse before it gets better. Whatever faith you have, surely we can agree upon faith without works is dead. You know what I'm saying? It's just not enough to have faith no more. It's not just enough to just be prayerful. It's not just enough to, have your rosemary or your rosary, you know what I'm saying, and to be counting and saying prayers, you know what I'm saying? Like, you actually have to be proactive now. You actually gonna have to get on your knees, you know what I'm saying, and plant some seeds. You're actually gonna have to reach out and touch somebody and say some powerful things to them and speak to their spirit, like I'm trying to speak to you right now. So as a nation of people, you know what I'm saying, we have to unite. We have to save properly. We have to know what real money is. We have to take care of our health, you know what I'm saying, to ensure our wealth, because it's a group of people out here, man, that's so wicked. They'll pay your brother, you know what I'm saying, listen, everybody know the story of Joseph, right? It's amazing to me, because I was going to say this in a live, but the story of Joseph, I was watching Netflix, right? And I had from time to time, I like to pull up Disney movies because I know they put a lot of symbolism in their movies. But the movie I watched was the story of Joseph, where he was the son. He was the the second to the last born, Abraham. And if I'm, baby, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he was the second to the last born of Abraham. But at the time, his elder brothers, was jealous of him. You know what I'm saying? And the father, who was Abraham, was, treating him like, royalty, like, hey, Joseph, come here, man. You got other things to do. Your brothers need to go farm. They need to go herd the goats. They need to go plant the seeds and take care of all of that. You need to be over here learning this or doing this. And he coddled him as a baby. And he felt like, Joseph would be, the it one day. Like, he had it in a dream that his son Joseph was going to go on to do great and mighty things. You know what I'm saying? That his other children, he loved them too. You know what I'm saying? But they was regular. Joseph was supposed to be something special. And his brothers, right, they ended up nearly killing him, but they thought they killed him, but they ended up selling him in bondage. They sold him to slavery. And while he was enslaved, he ended up, working his way up, found his way in Egypt somewhere, being a part of the royal family. And they kind of like took him in. And while he was a part of the royal family, one of the princesses or the queen or something, accused him of trying to touch her in an inappropriate way or sleep with her or make some type of sexual advances to her. And he was pleading for his life. Like, no, that's not the case. And she eventually told the truth. You know what I'm saying? And Joseph had to do some time, but while he was, in his cell, locked away, he told one of the inmates and the other prisoners, hey, when you get out, remember me. Tell the king, listen, I can help him. I could read dreams. And one day, they needed some information and Joseph was able to help. And pretty soon he made a name for himself and everybody knew what was going on. And Egypt started giving away food. They started helping people get more food because it was going to be a drought. And Joseph had told him, like, look, it's going to be a drought. It's going to be hard for your people. Like, it's going to be plagues that's about to hit this nation and you need to get ready. Sort of kind of like how myself and Miss Wanda and the incomparable Asha Ray, you know what I'm saying? And the God, they presented this illustrious platform for us, have been saying this for a long time. The flood is coming. The flood is coming. The flood is coming. You know what I'm saying? And now it's here. You understand? But people couldn't understand that. Well, anyway, make a long story short, Joseph's brothers had to come back and come kneel to him. They had to come back and come kneel to him. But the problem is that he had to do a lot. Do you understand how much suffering that man suffered? For his brothers to nearly kill him, he could have been killed. But he was sold into bondage, into slavery, and ended up being praised as a king. He was part of royalty. You understand me? Well, that's sort of kind of like what's happened here, because it's going to be your own brother that's going to be upholding the system. You know what I'm saying? It's going to perpetuate a level of servitude. So it's a lot of police officers that probably need to hear this, that need to stand with the community when the people are telling them, hey, take this 5G down. We're not letting them stand here and put this up. We're not going to allow these people to put these poles. I want you to pay attention to AT&T commercials when they're doing an advertisement for 5G and look at what they're showing, where they're putting this 5G at. They make it seem like they put it in the country, in the fields, in no man's land, and it's just up there overlooking, the great lands of America, when really the truth of the matter is, the fact of the matter is, it's going up behind your house. It's going up behind your daughter's school. It's going by your grocery store where you shop every other day in and out the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? It's going into metropolitan communities or urban communities, you know what I'm saying, where it's going to affect a lot of people. You understand me? It's going to create a lot of sickness and a lot of disease, and people are going to be rushing to the hospital. And guess what? They're going to be saying, coronavirus, get him the vaccine, get her the vaccine, and you're not going to know no better. And through acquiescence, we've been able to just sit down and take it. And we keep voting for the Republican, and then the next year we vote for the Democrat, and through acquiescence we keep putting these same people in office to govern us, when really I feel like we should just band together as a country, as a community, as a people, and say, hey, we don't want none of y'all. We done with this. Y'all can't get it right. You can't ensure our safety. You can't even ensure our country's wealth. You've been spending stupidly to the point where my grandchildren are in debt already, and they're not even here yet. You understand me? Like, we're not safe with you here. The U.S. corporation has kicked off more wars, killed more people than a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What makes them different than any of the other dictators that they've so-called assassinated? They've done the same thing to their own people. This GMO food, this fake food that has poison on it. You know what I'm saying? They've been feeding us poison for a long time.
Yes.
Certain communities, they've been making laws and statutes that say you can't even grow your own food in your own backyard or in your front lawn or something. You know, it's in New York. I think it was a neighborhood, and it was an article on this where the community has started growing like fresh garden foods in front of the houses so that the homeless people could eat. And I don't know, this was like a couple of years ago. I forget the article, but I remember it was a big humbug about it, and the government had said that they can't do that for whatever reason, and basically continuing to make people depend on the supply, the food chain, the supply and demand, keeping the markets going, keeping us in need of what they have to offer, and they don't have anything to offer us. They can't do nothing for us that we can't do for ourselves. It's just for us to know, to have the ability and sense to know not to have our kids go sign up for the military.
Right.
Because they're going to indoctrinate our kids, and our kids going to end up policing us and keeping us in servitude for these 1% of these cowards. It's a cold game, but we got to wake up to it, and we just got to be in tune with ourselves, and we have to unite. We have to get information from one another. We have to do business with one another. We got to do a lot of things, but first we got to unite. And if we don't, then you're going to have to study for yourself to show yourself approved. You understand? Study for thyself to show thyself approved. And you're going to have to do some certain things, like save your own money properly in gold, in silver. You're going to have to learn enough information to understand what cryptocurrency is, and why when the U.S. government come in with their cryptocurrency, you're going to say, I don't want that. I'm taking Bitcoin, or I'm taking Ethereum, or I'm taking KBC, or I'm taking Monero. I know those coins because I deal with those coins. I understand the information behind them, and I understand the system that's coming into play, because let's not be foolish with this over sensationalized epidemic, this engineered pandemic, that we knew was coming, because they told us in pandemic. They told us, with Morgan Freeman and Contagion 15 years ago when they made the movie, that they was going to do some foolishness like this. You understand me? Like, this is engineered. Even what's his name? Will Smith did I Am Legend. You know what I'm saying? So we know that they was going to be engineering some things, you know what I'm saying, and trying to spook us. But here we are. We just got to do for self, man. It's time. It's that time. It's that time. It's just like the Wizard of Oz. They thought that the great wizard had this deep voice. They thought he was some monstrous, God, and you know what I'm saying? And then when they pulled back the curtain, it was some little scrawny little man who didn't have no heart, no brain, no heart, no brain, no soul, no, you know what I'm saying? He made them everything that they wanted to be, but he wasn't even that himself.
Exactly.
So that's it. What's in the chat, baby?
Ebony Jones, hello, Ebony. Cheesecake been dropping bombs and knowledge on here. So it's just we really appreciate the comments, guys. Cheesecake shed some light on some things, starting our own businesses, investment vacuum sealer for your food. He's canned lemons with honey on sale. Where are you at? Cheesecake, put in the chat where you're located. We're in Atlanta. I don't know, Sada Baby, she's been sharing her wisdom and, posing questions for solutions. Tiffany Martinez, I would like for you to post, I think you sell tourmaline or one of the root chakra stones that are good to fight against those rays from the 5G. Can you just put your information in the chat for us? Ebony King, hello. She said, hey, King and Queen. So yeah, that's basically it in the chat. We have some chats on live Facebook. We have Tahuti Long and his beautiful queen, Tisha. Tisha Cushite Fowler. Those are my good friends. I think they're in Milwaukee. And of course, they are phenomenal. I have gained a lot of knowledge from them. Their unity as a union has been a great example for me. So now we're doing this. But I wanted to touch on, I didn't want to interject because you were really flowing, but it was just something I wanted to say about the pandemic. And I can't remember what it was. And it has left me. But what we should get into some ways we need to get into some ways to build some wealth and protect our finances at this time because it's vital.
I'm glad you brought that up. Is there any way we could screen share?
Yeah, it's a screen share. Brother Born Allah, can I screen share once I find what I'm looking for? How do you do it? I see the share screen out here, but I don't want to mess nothing up. So if you can direct me in that, just kind of give me a little instructions. I've never done that before, but we wanted to do a screen share.
I really want to show, especially the people that's, you know what I'm saying, that's new to, I don't know how new they are to this channel or who, I don't know anybody on the channel, but I just love giving information. And so what I want to show you guys is something really powerful that you can actually, benefit from, like right now, ASAP, like right now, so
I don't know.
Brother Born Allah, you available, King? He probably like, man, that brother got wind. I could go watch highlights when Kobe was playing. Watch a whole game.
Well, what we can do is kind of touch base with it. He'll be in. I'm sure he'll come back in. But we wanted to just kind of let you all get wind of what's going on with the economy, with the U.S. debt clock, and you can feel free to look this up yourself. As of today, we're over $24 trillion in debt here in the U.S. corporation umbrella. But the good thing about that debt clock is it also shows you the true value of assets instead of what they pose the value of assets are with the stock market. What do they call it? The spot price. These assets that we're about to talk about are tremendously undervalued. Okay. So according to the stock market, they are tremendously undervalued. And when it crashes, that's when you're going to see the benefits of it. So it's best now to get in position with whatever little you have, because whatever little you have now can go a very long way after this is all over with. So I want to touch base with you guys. I want to touch base with you guys on some opportunities to put yourself in position to win, even though we're going through economic crisis at this time that we've been talking about for a while now. I've been sharing information. NSB has been sharing information. So what it is we save in gold. Okay, we save in gold, and we are able to save in small denominations. So you don't have to go and, get a big chunk of money, or, you don't have to feel like I can't do it. This system is for everybody. Like I said, small denominations as small as 1/10 of a gram, which is going for roughly around $7 or $8 right now for 1/10 of a gram. A full gram is maybe like 60 some bucks, and gold is going up. It's increasing in value. Some of us have saved gold when it was like at 1,100 and some an ounce, and now it's at, according to the stock market price, it's at like over close to 1,700 an ounce. But according to the U.S. debt clock, it's what, man?
It's over $300 an ounce. I mean, well, let's see, really like over $300 a gram.
Right.
It's over $300 a gram.
What's an ounce like on there? I want to pull it up because it keeps going up.
18,000.
Yeah.
It's 18,000. So basically, so understand this, like an ounce of gold, the real value of an ounce of gold is like 18,000, right? 18,000, you divide that by 31 because it's 31 grams in a troy ounce, in a troy ounce of gold is 31 grams. So you can divide that 31 divided by 18, and that'll tell you how much 1 gram is worth. But as per the stock market, the man manipulated market, the gambling spot for the banksters, and the corporate thieves, they have it undervalued so that they can afford to be able to get it. So a lot of people, if you have a 401k and you diversified your portfolio and you've have a stake or a share in gold prices and or silver prices, surely you win a little bit, in paper, but you're never going to see that gold. They're never going to pay you in gold. We actually have physical gold on us. We actually have the physical gold. Like, that's why I save in physical gold instead of saving in paper. You understand me? Because the more that they print, the more we'll be in debt, the more the prices will go up. You got to think like where we are now, 2020, go back 10 years ago and ask yourself, if you spent $100 at Walmart, could you get more for $100 than you can today? Yes, you could. Go back another 10 years and take that same $100 and ask yourself, could you get more for $100 then than you could the last previously 10 years? Or, could you get, would it still be more? The further you go back, your $100 stretches more and more and more and more and more. Yeah. Till now, $100 is like a little basket. The little baskets that they give you on Walmart, the little hand baskets, $100 gonna fill that up. You know what I'm saying? So that's really inflation. As we go back and look back further and further and further, my grandfather, worked many years, and his one job took care of a family of 5. And that was including his wife, which was my grandma. You know what I'm saying? He was able to hold down a job himself, and took care of his family, And my grandmother didn't start going to work until her daughters, my mother, her kids, my aunts was in like high school. Once they got old enough to fend for themselves and stuff like that, then that's when she went to work. But she retired. And her money, like the money that she was getting afforded her a nice lifestyle for many years. But that money ain't nothing no more. Like, it's sad. So what we've been saying is, and preaching, at least I've been saying this for the past 2.5 years, almost 3 years, save you some physical gold. Save physical gold. Otherwise, we're going to forever be, because this is going to be the greatest depression that the world has ever seen, and the greatest wealth transfer that the world has ever seen. And you want to get in where you fit in. You definitely want to get in where you fit in. Just put it like this: during World War I or World War II, I want to say World War II, in Germany, 5 grams of gold could get you a house. You could pay for a house during World War II, with 5 grams of gold. 5 grams of gold. You know what 5 grams of gold is right now? 70 times 5, that's like $300 right now. But because the debt is so high, gold is actually over 18. I need somebody to do some math. Can somebody divide 31,000 by 18 for me? I mean 18,000 divided by 31. Can somebody do that for me? That really
18,000 divided by 31.
18,000 divided by 31.
That's 580.645.
That's what an actual gram of gold really is right now. And the reason why that is let me just give y'all a little game. The reason why that is because the debt, paper is debt. If you look up the Federal Reserve Bank, they'll tell you that their largest liability on their budget sheet is the FRN. FRN means Federal Reserve Note. Okay? That's their largest liability that the Federal Reserve Bank has on its budget sheet is the Federal Reserve Note. And that, the dollar. Yeah, exactly. So with that being said, we understand that liabilities depreciate in value and assets appreciate in value. Liabilities lose value and assets gain value, right? Gold, silver, those are assets. You understand? Liabilities is the dollar. You know, that's just one form. A liability could be a car. As soon as you pull it off the lot, it depreciates immediately. You buy a brand new car, as soon as you take it off the lot and it's signed for, paid for, you automatically lose. Everybody knows this. So gold has to encompass the national debt. So all the gold has to encompass this $24 trillion that we in debt. As whoever has gold is definitely gonna have some money. Definitely gonna have some money. So you definitely want to get you some ounces. Get you as many as you can. Get you a kilo if you can.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Get you as much as you can. It's not a liability. Exchanging your paper for gold is an exchange. That's almost like saying, you know, let me get $15, 15 euros, or $15 for 10 euros. You know what I'm saying? It's an exchange. It's a money exchange. Gold to dollar is a money exchange. It's not something that's a liability. It's not like, well, I think I want this laptop for that gold. You know what I'm saying? It's not a liability. It's not jewelry. We're not talking about jewelry. We're talking about pure gold. 999.9. You're pure, 24 karat, LBMA certified. Karatbars is dope. Karatbars is the name of the company, and it's the only company that I know that compensates you for doing what you should be doing anyway on a fundamental basis. Like you should be saving. You should be saving, you know, a portion. 10% of everything you earn is yours to keep. But so many of us pay the church instead of paying ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It puts us in a state of constantly needing somebody else other than ourselves. You got everything you need. You came in this thing by yourself. You're going to leave out by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know, but every Sunday you got a gang of people that will gladly and be striving to get a church, you know, they 10%. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you pay your 10% to yourself first. If you want to do that, pay yourself first. And you should pay yourself in the appreciating asset. I look at gold like soldiers. You understand? Like stock shares. You know what I'm saying? It's always working for you, even when you ain't working for it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you let it stack up, let your gold stack up, let your silver stack up, you know, it'll constantly work for you because gold and silver has been known to hold this value over time. But too many of our people don't know this. You got people who don't. Some of y'all got family members that done went to school for finances, accounting, that don't even know this. Done paid all this money for school and don't know this. And if you bring up gold to them, they would look at you funny, like, what are you talking about? You can't tell me nothing. I went to MIT for accounting, cuz. I went to Harvard. I went to State. Girl, you know how long I've been doing accounting. You trying to tell me about some gold? You can't tell me nothing. I've been trading on the stock market forever, and you gonna value these people, and they don't even know.
Right.
They don't even know. I just got my information because I switched it up. I switched up my information diet. Started kicking it with other people that I normally wouldn't kick it with. Start having other conversations. Too often in the Black community, we are afraid to have wealth conversations. We love looking at Jay-Z and Beyonce and fantasizing about that lifestyle, but we won't even talk to each other about building wealth or doing business with one another. We quick to shun one another. Quick. We got to stop. We got to stop, and we got to stop fast. We ain't got no time for this.
Yes.
Time is now, because through acquiescence, you're going to be forced to be able to take whatever this government has to give you. And trust me, they're going to make some kind of laws before you be able to barter and trade with their currency. They're going to want to make sure that you vaccinated. You understand? You can already know that vaccination ain't no good for you, but you got to feed your babies. But because you didn't get no gold, you're going to have to be forced to take whatever they, got. And then later on, you wait too long, you're going to be like, man, MSB, Goddess Wanda Haynes, how do I get in that Bitcoin opportunity? And all she's going to be able to tell you is, well, you can exchange your paper, you know what I'm saying, for the Bitcoin, or you can exchange your gold. Oh, paper ain't valuable no more, so you can't use paper. You know what I'm saying? Do you have any silver? Do you have any gold to exchange for the Bitcoin opportunity? No, I ain't got nothing. And well, I don't know what to tell you. You got to prepare now. You're going to have to create a trade for yourself, a job for yourself to be able to create a service to provide somebody so that they can pay you, so that way you can get involved.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to say it, there's going to be a lot of beautiful women that's going to be doing things that they don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? To be able to feed themselves and their children in these economic troubling times. You understand? A lot of queens right now is looking at their man and thought that it was cute when he was just trying to be a rapper. It ain't so cute no more when, you know what I'm saying, and she ain't been to work in 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And she afraid and he can't protect her. And all he know how to do is make a beat and rhyme a rhyme. It ain't cute no more.
Mm-mm.
That ain't the man she want no more. She wants somebody who can protect her, who's a visionary, who understands some certain things about some certain things that can guide her and protect her through these troubling times. I'm just saying, man, we got to wake up. Go ahead, baby. I've been.
Yeah. For me, I was looking at some things online today. You know how Facebook is. You know, you got the guys that talk about the women and their high standards and stuff like that. And I want to say kudos to the women that have those standards, because a lot of what's happening, a lot of these men are just on ready and don't have the information, and they can't provide and protect you or lead you anywhere but down a dirt road. You know what I'm saying? So women, this is for you. You know what I mean? If you don't have a king, you know what I'm saying, that's okay, because you can get yourself in position now. Gold is basically on clearance, because we just told you what the stock market spot price is, and we told you what the true value of gold is. So you can get that gold at $60, $70 a gram, and it equates to $580 right now for a gram, because it's going to be a reset, and the dollar has lost so much value that, it's going to just be a piece of paper on the ground. Throw it in the trash. It's going to mean absolutely nothing to us. You know what I mean? It's not going to, and people are going to be hurt by it, because some people have cash under their mattresses, hidden on the ground, in the bank. And the banks are not your friend right now. Okay, so if you have,
it never was your friend.
Never was. Right. So if you have money tied up in the banks, hey, they've been bailing in the banks, and they've been printing trillions of dollars. And each time they print that paper, they can just print the paper and say, hey, here's some more money. And the value of your dollar depreciates. So gold is a hedge of protection. It's a hedge against taxation, hyperinflation, and your dollar. You know what I'm saying? So we can all benefit from saving gold. We can all benefit from this Bitcoin opportunity that I wanted Marcus to talk to you all about that as well, where you can earn free Bitcoin. With carrot bars, you save gold. You can earn free gold while you're saving gold. And hey, you're saving, you're trading legal tender, fake money, or whatever you want to call it. You're exchanging that for value. And gold is a tier 1 asset. It has zero it has zero volatility. It's risk free. So you can save gold at your, not at your leisure. The time is now, but you can save as little or as much as you can. If you just got $7 or $8, save 1/10 of a gram. You know what I'm saying? You get a check the next week. Pay yourself first. I know we're in a crisis right now, but where do you want to be when you come out of this? Where do you want to be when you come out? Do you want to come out of this still in need, or do you want to depend on the government that's lying to us, that's throwing this fake pandemic in our face? Like, oh, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Stay in the house, don't go anywhere. Do you want to trust these people that's putting on death certificates that people died of COVID-19 when they died of a congestive heart failure? You get what I'm saying? Do you want to? These the people that you want to have to depend on? You have to listen, people. I don't care how hard it is right now. I care, but it's no excuse, because the wealth transfer that's about to happen, it will behoove us to get in position ourselves to be partakers of that, because that gold that you can get for $60 or $70 a gram now, it's going to be worth so much more. So you're going to get so much more percentage wise on your investment. Gold has always been money, and with that, you got something to say? And with that, it's going to rise. It's going to appreciate. Okay, so you're dealing with a non-volatile asset. Okay, you're dealing with a non-volatile asset. You're dealing with real money, something that has always been money. It's in the Constitution that it's lawful money. And when we get in position, because listen, the U.S., they've been stacking gold because they know it's real money.
They don't even have your money in the bank.
Right.
They don't even have your money in the bank.
They don't. Exactly.
One of my sisters went to get cash money out of the bank, and it was under $10,000, and they didn't have it. They told her she had to go to 4 different banks to get that money out.
See,
they don't have your money in the bank no more. So you like money in the bank? They don't have it to give it to you. They show it to you on your statements virtually, but they don't have it. They don't have it. So
it's a cold game.
And it is a cold game. But what's even more colder is that they've already known that this was coming. They knew that this was coming over a year ago, right? And they made laws to be able to swipe your money out the bank, and you can't do nothing about it. Ain't no suing. Just like they got the banker bailout that they had in 2008, they got the banker bail-in before the Federal Reserve bailed them out. Now they take the people's money. They take the people's money now, and they pay their debts off. So if you got over 200 sometimes, for the people that got like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100,000, 200,000, they taking change off. They taking a piece of your money off to make sure that they straight. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing that you could do about it, because possession is 9/10 of the law. You know what I'm saying? And it's not yours anyway. It belongs to the Federal Reserve Bank. That's their money, not yours. Secondly, I wanted to respond to Fatima Fari X. Fari X been lighting up the chat. Salute to you. And she said, I wish if only we could still buy a home. She didn't say I wish. If only we could still buy a home for $300. Well, I do believe that day is coming back. I do believe that day is going to come where I don't know if it's going to be $300. I don't know how much it's going to be, but I know with my precious metals, I know I'm about to win. Ooh, I know I'm about to win, right? And I'm a part of a system where I get free gold and silver, you know what I'm saying, for showing others how to save and exchange their paper for gold and silver and share the opportunity with other people. I'm in the system of group economics. See, I'm not just going to my local coin dealer, right, and going to do business with somebody who's not going to profit me or profit my family or my community or the people I do business with. I got involved with a business where I can share the opportunity amongst my brothers and my sisters, my friends and family, right? And when they participate, they benefit just like I benefit. When they save, they do a good thing for themselves. I get paid because I shared that information with them. When they share the opportunity with somebody else, they get paid off the people that they shared the opportunity with. You want to make more money, go help more people. You want to save more gold? You want to save more gold? Go make more money. How you make more money? You go tell more people. You save more gold, and the company will pay you, right? The company will gift you anywhere between Care Bars. And I'm speaking on a gold opportunity right now. Care Bars will actually give you anywhere between 1 to 24 grams of free gold, right? Just by saving on a regular basis for 12 consecutive months. If you save just save a gram a month and tell as many people as you can, and Care Bars will give you or pay you gift you, and it'll be a gift between 1 to 24 grams. Now, this year, 2020, I think it was in February, maybe January. I think it was February though. I received at my door 21 grams of free gold. 21 grams of free gold. Now look at what gold price is right now and divide 21 into 18,000. You know what I'm saying? Do the 31 and then 31 divided by 18,000 divided.
So the 580 is a gram, right? The real, okay, times what, 21? That's $12,193 for free.
That's what they sent me. That's what they sent me. Now, at the time, it wasn't valued, and that's as per the usdebtclock.org. But right now, I think gold is, if you look at the spot market price, which is what jewelers and what the cash for gold place is going to charge right now, or look at the exchange rate that they're going to give you, it's going to be like $16.50, somewhere around there.
It's 1704.
That's
the price of gold.
Spot price of gold is 17. Yeah, so it's actually up. So 1,700 divided by 31. What's that per gram?
Hold on. I'm playing 1702 divided by 31. That's $54.90.
$54.90. So it'll be $5.40 for a tenth of a gram of gold. Everybody got $5.40. You can say this is for your niece who 18 and over, your nephew who's 18 and over, for your child or your daughter that's 18 and over. You know what I'm saying? They need to start saving. And this is a great way to start building, family wealth, generational wealth, because I didn't come from a wealthy family, but my mentor told me, because you didn't come from a wealthy family, now a wealthy family can come from you. You understand me? We know the game. Leverage. That's what millionaires do. They leverage systems.
Yeah.
What do millionaires do? They save real money. They save in assets and not liabilities. What do millionaires do? They diversify their income options. They make money in different ways. We can't get it off of one job. We have to learn from what these people that has enslaved us and put us in bondage, what they've been doing. I've been learning from them. So now on the other side of this transition, on the other side of this wealth transfer or this depression, you know what I'm saying? However you want to look at it, I'm going to be okay on the other end. I know I'm going to make it. I'm not. It's just weathering the storm. It's stormy right now. Yeah. The wind blowing, hurricane winds, people done bought all the tissue off the shelves. So now when I go to the bathroom, I got to go from the bathroom to the shower. Hey, we ain't gonna let it bother us. We still gonna make it do what it do. Forget the tissue. Y'all can have that. As long as I got running water, I'm Gucci.
No.
So
funny.
But the Bitcoin opportunity The Bitcoin opportunity.
1 second. I was going to say something to Cheesecake. He says dollar's been worthless. Yeah, the dollar has been worthless. It was previously backed by gold. And as of 1971, it isn't anymore. Oh, I was going to say something about the gold. I have a link posted on Born Alive's page on this actual live on Facebook. So there's a link there, and I will post another link about this other opportunity, so you guys can join in, save in some real money, so you can be safe.
If you put the link in the chat, I can post it up here as well, so they can see it.
Fantastic. Let me see. I'll put it in.
The Bitcoin opportunity. The Bitcoin opportunity is really just a way for you to learn what Bitcoin is, for you to learn what cryptocurrency is, for you to have an understanding of it, how to transact business with it, how to create a wallet for your cryptocurrency. And these are things that's necessary for you to be able to move forward, because let me tell you, blockchain and cryptocurrency is unforgiving. That's an unforgiving space. If you send $500 in Bitcoin to your cousin or your nephew, and you're supposed to have a capital T in the wallet address, and then you put a lowercase t, you know what I'm saying? Your 500 gone. Ain't no getting that back. You know what I'm saying? So this is an opportunity for people to learn, and it's really not hard. I've been dealing with it for a minute without an educational background, just being vocational with it and learning. So, I think if I could do it, anybody else could do it. That's what I'm gonna say. I think it's something that everybody should need, everybody should use, and also it's a way for you to make right now money. The beautiful thing about this system is you don't have to work a week and then wait a week and getting paid with the Bitcoin opportunity. You can pass your link around, and when your family sign up for a minimum of $260, for a maximum of $260, no monthly fees, no annual fees, no hidden fees, and they pay a one-time fee and learn what cryptocurrency is. And when you pass your link around, you'll make your money back immediately today, tomorrow. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I've been in some positions because I got my money spread around, and I needed some right now money. I was able to, go make a sale. You know what I'm saying? Present my business and an opportunity for somebody else. And I was able to create funds and switch my Bitcoin to Cash App, and then use my Bitcoin and exchange it for cash, and it's a whole bunch of things we can do now, family. But you can't stay stuck in that dollar. That dollar ain't what's up. And that dollar is about to, injure a lot of people. They got it pumped up. They telling you everything is good, but it's not good. I know. So that's it.
So well, we have some information on that. There is a link for your gold savings account. I'm going to post a link. Born Alive is going to post a link for the SmartBit. That's what the platform is that Marcus is talking about, SmartBit, and that will enable you to build Bitcoin by sharing the information. You get Bitcoin straight to your wallet, and you get paid in real time, and you get paid in Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is going to skyrocket after all of this is over. It actually is going up now. So I'm just trying to get this link on here. Hold on, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever else you need to say, it's all good, because I needed to say that to get that on her. So I'm going to give me a second. I'm going to post this link on here. Come on.
Ain't nothing like working from home, meeting beautiful human beings, enlightening and people who's enlightened, you know what I'm saying, sharp brothers and sisters, and having great conversation and building sessions, you know what I'm saying, from the comfort of my own home. You know, on a daily basis. Like, this is what I do. I'm by trade, I'm a truck driver, but I haven't driven a truck in over a year now. It's been almost a year, maybe over a year. It's been close to a year. We knocking a year. I think May it'll be a year in May. So, you know, for me to be out here, let me show you, man, what I do. I'm gonna show you how easy it is. And I just picked these up right off my ottoman. But I got my business cards ready. When I go to the gas station, right, I'm quick. You know, I got it in my pocket. Hey, how you doing? Do you look for ways to increase value within yourself? Are you looking to save more money, make more money? Do you believe gold is real money? Do you believe in saving for the future? This is what I do. Like, I promise you, like, this is what I do. Like, no matter where I go, I don't care if I go to the library. I've been stopped by the police. I done gave them my business card. You know what I'm saying? You'll be amazed at how quick a business card to change a whole different, you know what I'm saying, situation around, especially dealing with the police. You know what I'm saying? Give them your business card. Let them know you open for business, regardless to, hey, whatever. You know, he might drop your card somewhere else and somebody else might pick it up and drop 10, 15, 20,000 with you. Ain't no telling. You know what I'm saying? I look at these like seeds. These ain't nothing but a cardboard seed with my picture and my information on it. And that's all I do. Everywhere I go, no matter who I talk to, if I'm going to a party, a New Year's party, a birthday party, a engagement situation, a wedding invitation, wherever, I take my business cards and whatever candid, you know, real conversation I have, I expose my business to everybody. I drip on everybody. Me talking to you right now is me doing business, because, you know, it's bigger than just business. This is very necessary. But what we've been talking about today is bigger than this. We can still build and make a lot of money together. We can still build and prepare ourselves for the future together. You understand what I'm saying? All we got to do in my business is exchange that cash, which is trash, for something of real value. That's in my business. That's what I do. And I got several businesses. You know what I'm saying? One is a gold business. The other one is a silver business. And the other one is a Bitcoin business. And the Bitcoin ain't nothing but, all it is teaching you what cryptocurrency is. It allows you to get a certificate at the end. And it has other things that's involved with it that you could benefit from. You know what I'm saying? It has a marketplace where you could do business with, you know what I'm saying, and check out some other things that we have. But really, it's essentially for you to be able to pass that information around for other people that you may know to learn about Bitcoin, and for you to get paid for sharing the information with them. That's it.
All right, I think I have to type that thing in. Okay, so this is for.
I see my brother Ifalase out there. Allah for you, Bob. I see you.
Yeah. Cheesecake, he posted Born Allah posted the link for the gold. And if you want to hit me up, you can call me at 314-601-1800. I'll put that in there as well, because people might want to know a lot more than, you know, the information that we've already given. So he can post that. He's gonna post also the smart bit, and I'm gonna spell it for him. That's the smart bit link, the DM evolution link, brother Born Allah, sorry. He's gonna post that. But the link is for the gold is the LP2 KB Universe. It's Raw Enterprise. That's for the gold cheesecake, if you can see that one. And also you can, and then smart bid for the residual Bitcoin is on there as well. So hey, you know, just make contact with us, and we'll be glad to help you set up your free gold savings account, start saving. You can earn. There's different aspects to that, as well as SmartBit. The platform is great. Both ecosystems are flawless. So, you know, get with us. We've been doing this, and we want to help others win as well. We don't want to be caught off guard when this whole thing comes tumbling down, because most of us are already off guard with this quarantine and all of this shutdown. You know what I mean? It has been difficult. Some people have lost their jobs. Some people can't work. Some people aren't getting any money. It's like over 14 million unemployment claims that have gone in. Now, some of these people probably ain't worked in a year, but they filed unemployment. You know what I'm saying? They probably won't qualify normally for unemployment if it wasn't for this situation that's going on. But the stimulus package, all this stuff that they say they're going to give, it's a price with that. It's a price with that, people. When they do this, you go back to the U.S. debt clock, you're going to see every day the debt goes up. You know, so it has to crash. Let's get in position so we would want it to, so we can come out in a better position. We need a reset. We need a restart. We need a do-over is what we really need right now. So that money ain't coming free like that. You know what I mean? That's debt, and the working class is gonna have to pay that money back. You know what I'm saying? So
Cheesecake, real quick. Cheesecake, I was reading the comments. Make sure you sign up with Rod Enterprises. It's gonna ask you for your email, phone number, and whatnot. And Miss Wanda Haynes will be able to get in contact with you once you sign up. So don't hesitate to sign up. She'll see it immediately. You know, the system is built like that. When you sign up, it'll send a notification to our email, you know, and let us know who signed up and whatever. And you know, it's like that. It'll work just like that for you as well once you get involved in the system. So the sooner you sign up, the sooner we'll be able to reach out to you. You know what I'm saying? And you can actually have a real conversation with her, you know, and we can have even more discussion. You might be able to put us on something, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the beautiful thing about networking. Your network is your net worth. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got, fam. Okay. I'm looking at the time, and I appreciate my baby for having me on here. You know, thank you, Queen, Empress, Brother Allah. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for building this platform for the family, and you know, for doing what you're doing, for being a conduit for awareness and light and truth. You know what I'm saying? Without brothers like you, you know, I don't know where brothers like me would be. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been getting my information from people who've been able to create a platform to be able to just share it, which has been feeding me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, and appreciate everybody else that got in the chat. What's her name?
Cheesecake.
No. It's another. Fari X. I know you left. Said you'll come back. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to build with you, sis. So same thing for you. Once you sign up with the link for either or, we'll be able to reach out to you and have a conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? And you don't need money to sign up. You know what I'm saying? The Bitcoin opportunity, you will need money to participate. The Care Bars opportunity, the Gold opportunity is free to sign up. You don't even listen. We encourage you to save with Gold, but you could just get involved and just start sharing the information and get paid passively like that. You know what I'm saying? And then earn you some money to be able to get a package or to be able to save Gold. You know what I'm saying? It's however you want to do it. You know, I wanted my money to flow quick, so I put some money in. I put skin in the game so I could get some skin back, you know, real quick.
He built an organization of over 5,000 people. So he has done marvelous with that, as well as with SmartBid. My brother is on here. Brother Born Alive. You know, Ifale Fasola, that's my blood brother. We got the same mama and daddy, Brother Born Alive. So he's on there, and he's on the Facebook Live. He's talking about the New World Order and things like that. So I want to give a shout out to my big brother, my oldest brother. My mama was my first teacher, then came my brother. You know what I mean? My brother been on knowledge since he was a kid. He was a grown man, you know what I'm saying? And he's still growing and thriving. And I just want to give a shout out to my brother, my big brother. I call him Rudra, but my brother has many names, and he has done many things. He has helped many people in the spiritual world as well as the natural world. He's a healer. He's taught me a lot about healing the body. And so some of the things that I share with you on this platform today, I learned from my big brother. So I just want to give a shout out to my big brother. I love you, brother. I hope he's still on there.
That's the old school name right there, huh? Yes. That's the old school Rudra.
Yeah, I say he said, yes.
That is my brother right there.
Yeah,
he been on here. He been on here doing his thing. You know, we go back some years.
I'm
Me and
sure.
Rudra.
He real deep in the community, though, right?
Yeah,
definitely. So,
so you know Rudra, brother?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's a small world.
I know a bunch of names out here. You know what I'm saying? I've been behind the scenes. I spent the first 20 years on my Ghostface behind the scenes. He was Ghostface for one song. I was Ghostface for 20 years. So this next 20, I'm out here. Can't go back in after everybody done seen you. You know.
That's what's up.
All right. Well, this has been awesome. People, just to recap, build those immune systems, eat those green leafy vegetables, eat that sauerkraut for your vitamin C, for your probiotics, get your prebiotics going. Let's get it together. And my phone number is attached. Anybody want to call me? I don't have a problem. You can request me on Facebook. I'm Wanda Haynes. I would love to share. I would love to help. I would love for you to share with me the knowledge that you have. And I thank you also, Cheesecake, for your positive vibrations during this segment. You are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And I hope to talk to you soon. And anybody else that's on this platform, myself and MSB, we are a couple, we are a team, and we work together to build our people. So with that being said, Ashe.
Peace.
Brother Allah, you gonna take us out with some music?
Y'all know
Roger
I got
Sanders
this.
In there. My man Roger.
Ronald Reagan internet connection over here, so I can't make no promises over here.
You ain't got that 5G over there, huh?
No, I got that Reaganomics. The Iran Contra.
All right.
Iran Contra dial-up hamster wheel connection. So, well, I think y'all both are coming through. Next time y'all come through, we got to get that Martin and Gina story. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all left it out. We can say that for next time.
We got a few minutes now. I'll tell it how it happened. You feel me?
Okay, all right. We need that.
No, I ain't gonna do that. I was playing.
She gave him that look like Cole. You stupid. Oh, man. Well, we up out of here then. Next time we're gonna get that up out you. You understand? Next time we're gonna get that up out you. And anytime y'all want to just come vibe, we this is a place to vibe too. We teach over here, but we vibe over here too.
Amazing. Definitely. We'll remember next time. Yeah. So I will be back next week. Have some big stuff we want to talk about. We're gonna be prepared for some other things to talk about some other things. I think Janice had touched on that she was kind of afraid to touch on, but you said it was okay. So MSB got the information.
Oh, yeah.
So
we need that.
We're gonna talk about that next week. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is, but
yeah,
it's gonna be some enlightening going on. So thank you guys again for joining in. You guys are wonderful. We love you. We love you. We love you. And thank you for all that shared this information. Thank you.